World peace. Welcome back to the Cosmic Throne. And the full moon is today. Sun being in Shravana Nakshatra, and which is the mid portion of Capricorn for sidereal astrology. And moon reflecting off of it up into Ashlesha, which is the end portion of Cancer. Obviously, I just said sidereal astrology, so this is why the placements are what they are. Gonna be a cycle of inner consciousness, letting go of certain aspects of yourself, humility, having to be, what's it called? Oh, a lot of power of manifestation of what you want. Narrowing your desires and putting forth more effort. Narrowing your focus and putting in more work into what you want. But that will actually bring you more return than you actually thought. This is that type of energy. This is also the type of energy of holding on to too much of something and not able to see that it actually is binding you, like the snake or the nagas, which represent Ashlesha Nakshatra. So when you're like this snake meme or proverb I seen a long time ago, it's a simple picture of a snake thinking that it is attacking a saw. I guess it's a python or whatever, but a saw, and it's wrapping its body around a saw, acting like it's going to constrict it, but the whole time it's killing itself. So certain aspects of ourselves and certain things that we're going through, certain things that we are, or we think that we are, or certain people that we're holding on to, certain images, certain emotions, certain ideas, certain projects, certain anything you want to say that you have you're holding on to something that just won't give. You're holding on to something that just won't work. There's no, or you're holding on to too many things, and you're not focused on what actually does matter to you, and what actually, and what are you able to embrace and not constrict or not bind. So this deals with that energy. Also, great time for veneration of ancestors, as Ashlesha is the ending of the first cycle of the Zodiac. You could actually deal with certain amounts of trickery. You can actually deal with certain amounts of certain people backstabbing you, but everything will be more lit up. So everything that was done in the hidden, you can see now. Certain people that don't have your best interests, or certain people that's trying to be deceptive and trick you into believing a certain way, and then not doing what they say, and then trying something new, and then you realize it's not that. So this is the time of, it's going to be very aware of what it is. So any type of usury that is going on, you'll be able to see it. But at the same time, this is good for the inner work, and focusing in on what your purpose, dharma, your and not just purpose, but actual karma, the work you do, the effort you put out. So are you doing it for your highest good? Is it something that you love to do? Is it something, the sun is in Capricorn, remember? So like, is it something that is this your work? What focus on? This is grind time. This is grind time. So, but it is a focus of heart effort grind. It's like what is the truth, and what is true to me, and that I need to work at, and what I need to grow with, and what I need to do, and further who I am. Because the more you have to rely on somebody else putting effort for you or doing something for you, you'll see that these 15 days or this cycle is not really made for that. This is the self-work, something that comes from your heart and what you believe in, and not just belief in the fact that you just think that it's or like in a religious sense, and you just think that you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it. It means that I feel this in my soul, my being, and then I'm gonna do it because it's something that maybe I put off for too long, and then you go hard at it, and it's time to do it now. So this is that type of energy that you're dealing with. Some of the story of this nakshatra that the moon is in, called Ashlesha, deals with the trickery I was saying, where I can't remember all the names, but let's just say the snake, one snake mother, I think it's Vasuki, but I don't remember, so don't quote me. But one snake mother was betting another snake mother that the celestial horse, which is all white, has a black tail. So, and they're sisters, so some wild stuff. And then like the other snake horse was like, all right, bet, let's do it. I think that it's an all white horse. The other one, I think that it's an all black horse. So the one that thinks it's an all black horse actually tells her children, like, yo, go into the I need you to go into the tail of the white horse, because that was a bet about the tail. So I need you to go into the tail of the white horse and wrap yourselves around there, and then that way we can win this bet. So the whole thing is about some deception and trickery stuff, and then like being pompous and trying to like rise your way to the top, or to gain something from hurting someone else. So you gotta pay attention to that type of energy, and using somebody else. So the bet was, if you get black, if the tail's black, then you're gonna have to then I own your children. Your children will be slaves to me, and if I or should I say servants to me, and then because slave means Slav. But if your children, and the other one's like, if the snake is white, if the horse is all white, the tail of the horse is white, then my servant, my children be servants to you. And then so basically that did happen. They tricked their way into winning the bet. The servant family of snakes eventually plead to Indra as like the king of the gods, right? It's like the most powerful one, you know what I'm saying? Like the straight king that's like own everything, whatever. And he always wants, he's very desirous and wants to be immortal nectar. And it's like the most physical realm being that you can think of, like that wants to enjoy all the splendors, even though they're considered the word gods or deities, but these are energies. So just think about that source, and then they're pleading with that energy, that source. Indra, yo, oh dang, there's a pack of deer, a family, yo. Yo, I never seen that. It's like in an open field. I never seen that many ever in my life at the same time. Hold up, fuck up. It was like right up here. There they are. Dang it, I scared him. I didn't mean to scare y'all. Am I aiming at them? Oh, yeah, you can see it right there. I wonder if they'll let me talk to him. Hey, where you going? Don't leave. My name's Tevin. I do Cosmic Throne. I know y'all like, I heard there's association with Ashlesha and deers too, so that's the thing. Even though there's association with Ashlesha and deers, there's also Anuradha. and Jeshta. And I just mentioned Indra. And Indra rules Jeshta. And Jethra is symbolized by the buck, by a buck or a stag or whatever you call it, like the male deer. And Anirada is symbolized by the female deer. I can still see y'all past that thing, so I'll let y'all know. But anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know I brought up Indra and I saw some deer, so that's pretty tight. And I think that's a dope omen. And I guess I just want to mention about Ashlesha and family and we talk about motherhood. So it's actually a beautiful thing that it just happened. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get over this right now. So let me just go because I'm supposed to be on the way to my volunteer servitude called a job. I guess I'm kind of extreme, but either way it goes. I mean, that was freaking awesome. So, I don't even want to say anything else. I just gotta take this in for a second. I know. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I know that I'm on the right path. Thank you. And the urge that I would even stop, like normally, all right, that's cool. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's tight. All right, so anyways, Indra was like, all right, man, I'm gonna help y'all out. What do you want? Look, man, the other snakes, they're greedy. So I just want this nectar of immortality. If you think I can give them a little bit of nectar of immortality, I know you be harboring it on. I know you don't want nobody else to have none. But do you think I can give you some? I can give them some, just so we can free ourselves, just a little bit. And Andrew was like, man. I bet. I got you. Calm down. I got you. But what I'm gonna do is, you can show it to them, and you could give it to them. But the moment they get close, I'm finna take it back. I mean, I ain't got nothing to you. I'm gonna help y'all out, but ain't no way I'm finna let them just get my nectar of immortality. You out of here, man. So, anyways, Indra was like, "Yo, all right, so cool, boom." They did the thing. The other snakes were like, "Ooh, we got some nectar of immortality. We got some Amrita. We got some Soma." And so, boom, they jump out, rah, get their little something. They try to get their stuff. Oh, yes, you can have, yes, here's your children back. Here's your children back. They try to get their Soma. Angel's like, send it to the tank. And then after that, yep. They try to lick it, like a drop fell on the grass. It's got like the cushion grass, I think that's what it's called. And then they licked it, and they split their tongue. So that's what and since it's associated with Mercury, that Nakshatra that the moon is in, the full moon, I understand that, the duality of Mercury, and I understand why that has an association with this Nakshatra, with that dual nature, that tendency to be emotional and very swaying emotional. However, this is about truth now. This one is as much as you could say Kali is the destroyer of lies, this is like, because that's more of like a research based, like it'll go do all the research, but this is an emotional truth, meaning very intuitive truth that Ashlesha carries, and it's gonna get to it, and it already knows, and it already feels it, and then it's so extreme that the stuff just comes to them. So it's not that they have to go do major research necessarily. They probably will have some detectives in their spirit, but they just get that energy. So there will be some of that energy going on with you. Maybe I'll be more specific and talk about where, like who, from chart to chart. I'm giving an overview right now. So, and it deals with this family nature of, so you could ask yourself, like the balance between work and home life. And are you holding on to too much home life? Are you holding on to are you holding too tight to your children? Are you holding are you doing something to heal? This could be a great healing energy, because the snake can represent the caduceus, the serpent energy that can represent the caduceus, which is basically taken from old hieroglyphs, or Medu Neter, which is in Hikupta, aka Egypt, aka Kemet. So this could represent that energy, the Kundalini, the great spiritual awakening. This can it's how you're going to use the energy. Now, based onto your chart, you may have a tendency to do the lower nature aspects, so to speak, the more negative pole aspects, so to speak. But the awareness of it all is the cleansing itself, is the healing itself, because most people do negative things in unawareness. Truly, the common person does not wake up to do something negative somebody on purpose. That's why they say hurt people. And that's my belief. Now, at the same time, there's people out there in the world that are choosing to do some crazy stuff. So I'm not going to get too carried away with that thought. But I'm saying somebody that cuts you off on the road, and then now they're jerk. Their name is Jerk. That was very PG. Their name is Jerk. But they actually are philanthropists. They actually are loving father, loving mother. They're actually all these things too. But now they're just jerk to you. It's just perception. And me and my wife were having a great talk about this type of stuff the other day, and she's really like just going to another new height, and it's elevating my consciousness as well. And because we get to talk about these things to each other, and I think it's just like, giving you another layers, and it's expanding and it's spiral. And then I think I made my last post was about Punarvasu, and Punarvasu deals with that spectrum, deals with the spectrals, or what do you say, fractals, and spectral. Now it's still spectrum, it's a spectrum, and deals with it's like microcosm and macrocosm, but at the same time, it's what's within is so without. But how do you say those together? What do you say? Just all is all, because all is in the all. It's like saying we are gods, but without with a more thorough concept of what a god is. And it's not a person or a thing, it's all. And so if we are the all, we are all, then that means we are all connected. And that's what this consciousness is about. And I haven't begin to talk about what the sun is doing in Shravana, which is the deity of this one is Vishnu. And that's the all-pervasive God, all-pervasive deity, and the father of the universe. And also you can say, but it has a mother named Aditi. And Aditi basically pleaded with Aditi, the god of Punarvasu, pleaded with Vishnu, because they were losing their kingdom. The Devas were losing their kingdom. Vishnu's all about balance, and that's what another thing me and my wife were talking about, because she's studying Ayurveda and yoga. And I'm a Gemini, and I just want to say, this has nothing to do. I just gotta interject here. My other half is so important to me. As much as I've been probing and digging and adding and she's so, this level of her I've never seen before in my life has literally turned a switch on in my brain and my cells, and I really feel like this the twin of the Gemini, or the actually, well, this is the true mate. Fuck! Oh shit. Yeah, she's the other the female counterpart to the Gemini male form that I am. But I actually think that it's like a so we can't just be all one thing. But she actually is the healing of my masculine, and I'm the healing of her feminine. And I'm also the masculine penetration to her feminine, like, embrace. So, or portal. But that's a totally different subject. But I just wanted to say that because where we are in the story of just seeing how these fractals of Purvavasu worked. It's about balance. That's where I was. So Vishnu says, all right, I will help your Deva children keep their throne, basically. And so he becomes Vamana avatar. And Vamana was like a dwarf. He said, I'll be a child unto you. And he's like a priest dwarf dude. And so so Vishnu decides to be a child of Aditi. He'll come back in a child form. And then, so he goes up to this king, Mahabali. And he's like basically like, yo, all right, check this out, man. I'm the king of the gods. I got all the worlds, the heavens, the earth, and Swarga. I don't know. There's things like Swarga, but I can't remember. It's like three places. No, the heavens and the earth, right? And I'm the king of the heavens and the earth. And then he's like, yo, he's like kind of like, yo, pompous a little bit, like, yeah, I got my shit, you know what I mean? I'm doing me. Who is this in my court? Who's this dwarf? And then Shukra, which is like Venus's representation, or the god Shukra, he's like, yo, who's this? You know what I'm saying? Shukra over there looking pretty, you know what I'm saying? But he actually a guru too, so he'd be like, he's really the one that helped the king Mahabali keep his throne or whatever, and like helped him get all these riches back, because basically he got cursed too and was like, yo, I ain't got no powers, Venus, I need your help. And so Venus was like, all right, bet, here you go, let me just how you do these rituals, blah blah blah. And so now we got Venus talking about now basically they basically like laughing at the little dude, you know what I'm saying? But Venus is like, yo, hold up, man, something about this dude that's coming in here and talking about he just like a little priestly, little what do you call it, like a Brahmin, little dwarf Brahmin dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing, man? You like, who, I don't know about this dude real quick. And then Bali was like, man, I'm the king, yo, what you want? You need something? What you need? And then Vamana, the Vishnu avatar, he was like, look, bro, no, I don't want no land and riches. I don't want no physical representation. It's not good for a priest. And so he was like, I don't even know what accent I'd be doing for real. I'd be all over the place. But anyways, he was like, yo, all right, bro, I just want 3 steps that I can step. I just want 3 footsteps worth of land that I could call my home. This is not verbatim, but this is how the story goes. So, all right. So, and Molly's like, bro, you came all the way over here to ask me for 3 footsteps of land. I got worlds, and you gonna ask me 3 footsteps? That's, you know what? I'm offended. And so, you know, Bali's like that, and Shukra's like, bro, you know, something with this dude. I don't know about that. That's a little strange. You know what? And Bali's like, as you wish. So he got his pot of water or whatever, and he's about to pour it in to do his ritual to grant this land, right? And Shukra was like, hey, hold up. That's the avatar of Vishnu. Hey, yo, this Vishnu and this little dwarf, big-headed body dude, bro. This is Vishnu right here, man. No offense, I'm just being funny. Anyways, this is Vishnu right here. And then the dude was like, if it is Vishnu, this is Bali. Now he gets all, he was talking on that noise. Now he gets all, but it is Vishnu. My God. Then I shall be honored to give him whatever he wants. Vishnu trying to trick you, bro. This is Shukra. Vishnu trying to trick you, bro. What you gonna do, fam? And then he's like, I must give it. I must give it be pious. I may be pious. And then Vishnu was like, and then Shukra was like, I bet, fuck you, man. Yeah, all right, so you, oh, this humility. Oh, you pious. Now they gave you all these rituals. And now you just gonna throw it away for Vishnu, huh? All right, bet. See you later. I'm finna go to the palace. Ain't finna be no more palaces. And so he grants him the wish. Actually, no, hold up. He was about to pour the junk out. And Vishnu, actually, what's the name? Shukra was, you know, like brave enough to put his face in the pot and got poked in the eye some kind of way. And so there's a lot of story to this. I'm being crazy, but this is like, it's tight though. And then like, so Shukra left, like, he's like, nah, you funky, bro. And then we got, so what's the name? Bali go ahead and pour the junk. Vishnu, what's his name, was like, yo, hey, I'm Vishnu. And it has, so Purnavasu, which that story actually has a part of, which is another repeating theme, which is associated with Purnavasu, which is, but we're not gonna get too far because I don't want to be confusing. So he takes his 3 footsteps. So Jupiter's associated with Purnavasu, and then this is how you see the growth. He thinks his 3 footsteps, right? His 3 footsteps, you know what I'm saying? He's like, he gets bigger like every step. Woo! He takes 1 step on earth, bang, that's mine. He takes another step on the heavens, bang, that's mine. And then he like, yeah, so I ran out of steps. Where would you like to place my last one? That's the new voice for Vamana, Avatar Vishnu. And then the boy was like, Bali was like, my gracious, please put it on me head. And so Vishnu himself, now he's the whole fucking universe. Excuse my language. Now Vishnu is the whole universe back again. And he like, oh, that's beautiful. That was poetry to my ears. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make you king of all gods your next life round. You know what I'm saying? But I got this little sweet spot over here I'm gonna let you sit at. It's beautiful, and I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna let nobody mess with you. I'm gonna let you sit over here in the sweet spot. It's beautiful. And your next life, I'm making you king of all kings. Indra of the Indras. More to the story is, the next 15 days, it pays to be a little bit more mild in your desires, a little bit more effort in, and a little bit more humble. Also, be truthful, because when you are faced with these certain negativities, or just say certain circumstances, you will be able to respond instead of react, and try to work with people if necessary, and not use people. I think that's good enough. World peace. Thank you for watching this video. If you actually made it to the end, bravo. And follow me at The Cosmic Throne, or Cosmic Throne Astrology, on Instagram. You're gonna see my famous logo, and you'll know that it's me. And I'm on TikTok too, Cosmic Throne. So holla at me on there. And if you would like a reading, you can go to thecosmicthrone.com. And if you would like to just ask me questions so that you understand more about this, you could actually book a small consultation, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, if you go to my link on Instagram. So yes, world peace. Have a beautiful full moon. Om Namah Shivaya. I'm actually a lunatic, right? And I thought to myself, I need to be respectful when I'm telling these stories. But the deer have let me know that I just need to be my damn self. And so that's why I'm just like, yo, I'm going to tell this shit how I want to tell it. And this is how it's going to be. Because I'm reaching certain people that didn't know that they was connected to stuff beyond Egypt and beyond whatever they believe that some people told them about history that is not theirs, and flip-flopped it. So that's who I represent. So I'm getting into everybody. So basically, I'm just going back. I came here to come back and get my stuff. My fifth lord. I'm a Gemini rising. My fifth lord is Venus, which is my Atma, and it's in my first house. And if you're new to this astrology game, because I probably should talk like this when I get more people that follow me, or I'll just cut this whole thing. Who cares? But I'm just on a rant. I feel good. So I'm looking at, yeah. So it's in Purnavasu Nakshatra in the first house, next to Ketu. I came back to get my stuff. I came back to get all the knowledge that my ancestors left me that I ain't know. I came back to understand how Moors went into Hindustan, and then eventually we got basically expelled. They try to make us the Shudras, but that's not who we were. And I am showing veneration by even studying this. Because if you want to talk about Vishnu, it's always watching. AKA what they say, energy never dies. So when you're talking about yourself, and you're talking about the cosmic evolution, and you're also talking about cosmic timeline, and you're also talking about, what do they call it? The ether, the knowledge inside the ether. There's a word for the knowledge that's always in the ether. Apparently they have devices now where they can record your last conversation from where you last were. That's a frequency, energy, a frequency device. So the energy's left there. More to the story is, for that part, you need to pay attention to what you're saying. That's another thing about Ashlesha. It's the snake. Snake has poison. It's a cobra. It's also represented by Ashlesha. Actually has the thing of a snake, a cat. It's also represented by a cat. And how the cat's reflexes are super crazy quick. And cats actually have families. They have prides. They want to be around. They want to be around. They want to kind of semi-social, even though they have this distance. But the snake, on the other hand, is pretty, from what I could tell, pretty distant, because they basically go dig. They're digging somebody else's hole, like ant hole, live in ant holes and stuff. Like, they don't even have no house for real. They may live in a tree sometimes. I think it's like, I can't remember, but if you think of cobra, the point what I was trying to make was like the poison. You're spitting out poison, or are you swallowing the poison? You're the only one that could take it. What are you doing with the poison inside you? Are you creating an elixir? Are you creating a medicine out of the poison? Or are you creating, damn, that's the climate. So if I think about it, I might see some world news about more of this hype about that's another reason why there's gonna be a new jab that apparently you're supposed to put in your nose. But either way, I'm not trying to get into all that, because I'll be trying not to be so political with this noise. But that's actually a very valid way to help people understand how this stuff is not, it's not an idea. It's not a belief. No, it's a science. You look at it, you read it like a map. And if you know how to read a map, then you'll get to where you're going. But anyways, what are you doing with the poison that you have? Are you creating a healing modality Or are you creating a death sting, so to speak? So that's another thing to pay attention to. Because I'm really here to uplift other people. And that's the reason why I'm actually going to make sure that I'm on my stuff, because I got a job to do before I leave. So I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. And I got to go do some work. I'm going to hurry up because I don't have time for this. This is not dharma to me. But Islam, world peace, Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you for your energy as I give it back to you in abundance and purity. Peace.